Train station in East Malvern in Melbourne with a girl named Ruby Crotchet. A party would happen and everyone would be like, oh, you know, I hooked up with so-and-so, I got hooks with so-and-so, and I just had never had the hooks. And she was a tall girl and I was, like myself, a tall girl. Yeah, and we met at the station at like, I think it was like 4:20 sharp, and it was a date to meet and kiss. That was the whole plan. And yeah, probably still one of the most romantic moments of my life. So nervous. So nervous. Still am thinking about it. Like, it hasn't gotten better in hindsight. Still a nerve-wracking situation. It's just the peck at the station. Well, I'd done it, you know. I'd progressed into manhood. That was it for me. First cinematic crush. It would have been probably Legolas. Orlando Bloom was a big, like, where I was like, wow, this guy's perfect. But it was Legolas particularly, you know. No, I honestly would have rather been Aragorn. But when I think of a crush, I think like Legolas. So like pure and fine, I don't know. Where am I going with this? First CD I ever bought was probably the Marshall Mathers LP by Eminem. I think love is the appropriate word. Big into the Slim Shady since forever. I remember I went to his concert and I camped outside when I was 14. And I was front row on the bar, and then when he left stage, I wept because he was gone and he was leaving the country. It was when he like hadn't toured in ages, and yeah, it was a crazy experience.
What's your karaoke song?
Only You. My favorite part in the song is when it's like the few choruses have gone by and it says like, this is gonna take a little time. I just love the way that bit goes like that. Every time I have to get up. It's just such a good song. My first nude scene. I've seen people like slow shots down too when you're like meant to be naked, like trying to catch if something slips out. You creeps. Oh, for sure, I've seen them and saved them. No, it would have been on the kissing booth was probably the first time I felt like an intimate kind of nude scene, I guess. The show I'm on's called Euphoria. The first thing that I read were like audition sides, and he was really just sort of like a macho college asshole. He was abusive and drinking and yelling at people and throwing his chest around. I had no idea of sort of the scope or the depth that was to come. But apparently we're the same person, according to the internet. He's an emotional terrorist, a narcissist, a sociopath, a freak, you know, all those things. Favorite Halloween costume? This year I dressed up as Elvis, and that was really fun. It was a picture of Elvis with Priscilla. So whenever that was in his life, I think they'd just had a baby. My hair was ridiculous, and I never wear my hair like that, so that was an ordeal. As a kid, you grew up wanting Halloween so bad. And it is all it's cracked up to be. I've done it here. It's really, really good. My first pet's name was Pitt. It was a bird. The street that I was born on was Groth Road, or road that I was born on, rather. So Pitt Groth. It's a very manly porn name, you know, starring Pitt Groth. Yeah, I'll make everything 10 times more intense and serious or heartbreaking than it needs to be.